loves, Maya is here. I am sensuality and love coach. And today I would like to talk about polarity, polarity in relationship. I have a lot of clients who ask me what it is polarity and why polarity is important. In Tantra, polarity is a foundation of Tantra because polarity helps us to create a juicy circuit, right? A circuit between two people. And circuit is that magnetism that we are feeling, right? That buzz, that oomph, that spark. And we feel it at the beginning of a relationship because it's organically, there is a polarity, right? Because we are in those roles where one person most likely pursue, right? And another person let them, right? And surrender. And the dynamic of giving, right? Somebody's giving a lot and somebody's generously receiving the attention and the love. So at the beginning of relationship, it all is very organic. But then the more we go into relationship, the more challenges we might encounter. And especially if you having kids, right? Because when you having kids, both of you pouring attention outside of you into this little baby, and right, the connection between the two of you starts in a way fading away, right? Because it's almost like you both are channeling the giving expression, right? Or you both are in this responsible, right? What we call in Tantra more of a masculine pole, right? Masculine pole is when my attention goes outside of me and I am creating a structure, right? I am in a protective role, right? It's like I am taking care of somebody, right? I mean, I'm in this powerful place where I'm putting my attention on them. And sometimes you might not even need to have a baby, right? You're working on a big project and all your attention is there. And then when you come home, right, it's like, well, what do I have to give to my partner? And I hear it so much. And I work with couples who have this conflict around feeling that their needs in a relationship are not met because their partner is unavailable. And that's why knowing and understanding polarity is so important, because you see, to create this oomph and attraction and playfulness and juiciness, you don't have to have a lot of time. You just need to have a willingness to do the dance with your partner. And 20 minutes of full presence is actually enough to feel seen, loved, and nourished. So it's never, never, ever, ever, ever about the time. It's about of our understanding how to create the well-balanced connection in our union, right? In our relationship. So one of the basic polarity is giving and receiving, right? One person pours out themselves, another person relaxes their whole body and allows themselves to just receive this beautiful experience. It can be as simple as somebody's bringing you a water and you're really taking time to say, oh my God, thank you so much, right? To having essential massage, right? The range doesn't matter how small or big that is. And we all have issues with receiving. It's so easy to give because when I give, I'm in control. When I receive, I have to go within, connect with my heart, connect with my five senses, and just feel, right? And that's why I'm a sensuality coach. I help people to feel, right? To train their nervous system to hold the sensations and not being overwhelmed by those sensations. So to have a balanced relationship, it's important to be generous with your receiving, because when you're receiving, you're actually allowing your partner to feel powerful, significant, and strong. So if you're always giving and you never give your partner opportunity to receive, right? The polarity in your relationship is not balanced. It's one-sided. And one-sided polarity exhausts the relationship, the connection, and feels icky in the body. Right? Another polarity can be leading and following, right? Somebody makes all the decisions all the time. right? And if there is, of course, tendencies, right, where somebody's like, love making decisions, I'm so good with logic, then find another area where, it's not logic, right? It's creativity, decoration. I don't know, even buying the flowers, right? So you have flowers at home. Take the initiative, take the leadership then somewhere else. That would start balancing, right? That leading, following polarity. Another polarity, right, can be more of a, right, more of an intense realm. And this is where, right, we go into our shadow, where we feel disempowered, right? Or we feel that, we're constantly having this power struggle. And this dynamics is actually dominance and submission, right? And some people are more naturally, right? More naturally dominant by being more vocal, more decisive, more courageous, right? And some people have tendencies in the submission. There's nothing wrong with it, but to name it and realize it, and then notice, right, when it's pleasurable and when it's uncomfortable, and switch with that. And the way you can switch that polarity, right, is by pouring into the person who is in the dominant role, right? Like really pouring into them, meaning really giving into them, right? Taking care of, but create a ritual out of it, right? So it's not something that you just, here's your food, right? Or I change the sheets, right? It's not about that. Or I don't know, I wash a car, right? It's not something like that. It's when we create ritual to create a sensual experience maybe for them, right? Or do something that would make them happy for them, and we don't expect any reciprocation back. So what I want you to get from this video, there's so much when it comes to polarity, but the fundamental polarity of relationship is polarity of giving and receiving. And if your roles in giving and receiving are kind of like merging, right, where it's almost like, well, I give in order for me to receive, or well, I give out of obligation, right? Or like, sure, well, yeah, thank you, but I don't really actually receiving or enjoying it, right? When we do that, the relationship lose its brightness and lose the spark. So it's very important to become aware when, right, like, am I right now in the giving role fully, or I'm not fully there? Am I actually able to relax and just receive and appreciate my partner and just let myself to be worthy of their love and attention? And just bringing our consciousness and awareness into how we communicate and how we show up for each other. This is a very charged topic. There's so much more that I can share. So I would really appreciate if you put your questions below and share what it is that you want to know, or give me a particular example from your relationship, and I will be so happy to cover it in the next video.